Good evening, everyone. I'm back. March 2017. I just want to update you on some things. Once again, I want to thank all of you that have done work for me, not only this year, but the previous year. I want to keep 2017 going on strong, but there are a few things I need to let you know. When you go out and do a job for me, please read. Read the instructions. RIF, reading is fundamental. Normally, I pay you guys. Some people you get paid prior to getting to the job. Some people you get paid while you're on the job. But most of the time, you're paid that same day. Myself personally, I don't get paid back. Some jobs may take 10 days or 15 days. I had a job last week at a Walgreens that a gentleman did. He did not let me know he was there to take his photos or his survey. So therefore, I had to call in to tech support afterwards. They gave me a lot of hell because they want to know what's going on while you're there so they can look at the photos and tell you which photos they need or not need. And I'm fighting with them right now because they said, well, we'll just pay you half because procedures wasn't followed, which was true. When I send you documents through email and you receive them, I'm expecting for you to read. Now, on this particular one right here, it states, if you don't, basically in a nutshell, if you don't follow procedure, it can be a forfeiture of pay. Well, most of you guys already get paid prior to getting to your job. That's just the policy that I like to do. So, if you want to continue to do work for me, make sure you follow everything to the letter, to the T. If not, I can't use you. Just fortunately for me, most of the companies I deal with, I have a relationship with them, so I can kind of get by some things. That Walgreens job, I'm still fighting them on that, but my guy already got paid. Also, another thing, if you're going to accept a job from me, if you look at my post, whether it's Craigslist or my email account or my website or whatever the case, or as per our conversation, it says looking for someone responsible. That means you can't call me up after you say I'll do this job for me and tell me you don't have gas. I'm not responsible for your gas. Your cell phone don't have minutes. I'm not responsible for that. And once again, like I stated, if you don't want to do a job, just simply say so. Don't tell me you're not going to do it and then don't show up. We're all grown. And the funny part about it is I'm paying you to do it. So if you decide, well, I don't want to do this, and you don't want to show up, at least be man enough or woman enough to let me know. I had a guy in Georgia to pick up a 70-inch TV to deliver for me, and that's a disaster. I had to have Vizio send another TV. This guy claims he lost the TV, but don't want to communicate with me, so now I'm having him investigated. I had another guy in Lima, Ohio that was supposed to do a job for me that didn't show up. So people, I don't play games. If you want to play games, go play with your children. My business is legit and it's serious. There are some people in the past that I still have to make amends to for some deliveries that was done, a couple items that were damaged. I had a cell phone that just totally died. So I can't find those numbers. So if anybody that's seeing this video that I've ever done something for that I still didn't have to make good on, let me know. But this is 2017. We're all grown folks. Like I said before, if you don't want to do a job that you said you're going to do, let me know in advance and I'll move on. This is just business. Nothing is ever personal with me. This is business. I don't get upset about some fool that don't want to show up for a job that said he was going to show up for. But if you take my money and don't show up, then we have a problem, because it's not like I can't reach out to you. Once I get your phone number, I got everything about you I need to know. So you eventually will see me sooner or later. So anyway, people, let's have a good 2017. Let's not play games, and let's go out and make money. I just picked up Charbroil as another customer. I'm sending people out to check grills and check their merchandise. I have Samsung appliances. I have computer technicians. Some of the jobs pay more than others. Okay, most of the people I try to get back to, a lot of times I don't, because I'm so busy. And if I don't hear from you, sometimes I'll look in my phone and say, oh, I need to call so and so. He's in that area. Shoot me a line every now and then. Hey, you got anything in this area? I haven't forgot about you. These jobs are sporadic, so they're not always going to be in Detroit or always in Virginia Beach or Cleveland, or you get the gist of what I'm saying. I had a guy that was in New York that was doing pretty good with jobs. He kept bugging me with pay. He'll do a job, and if I'm out on a job myself, I may not be able to get to you to pay you right away. Don't bug me. Now, if you don't hear from me in 2 or 3 days, let me know. But most of you can honestly say that you have gotten paid the same day or near that day. So I just want to share that with you. Keep up the good work. But once again, you have to stick to what's on this paper, because what I'm going to start doing is basing your pay on how well you follow instructions. If I tell you to show up and call me and you don't call me, you won't get paid. As a matter of fact, I'll send somebody else out to complete the job, and you'll just show up for nothing, because I can't keep having these hiccups. Most of you are pretty good with that. It's only a few people. So like I said, let's get the ball rolling. It's 2017. I have a lot of work. One of my companies I do a lot of work for with the adjustable beds called me today, because I had to take a break for about a week because I was mentally tired with all the jobs I had. Now, just because I don't go out and do them, don't mean I'm not working. I'm a one-man gang. I got to take your phone calls, set the jobs up, make sure you get paid, and set up more work. I had one gentleman, his wife called me. Well, when is he going to get paid? That's a no-no for me. I had to let him go. Your wife can't call me and ask me when you get paid. Your husband can't call me. So anyway, like I said, let's keep going in 2017. And once again, I will reiterate, please fill out, if you got a form that's got a page like this, everything needs to be filled out. If you read the instructions and it tells you, could be a forfeiture of pay if you don't do what we tell you to do. Now, I don't require you to call tech support. I can call tech support. You just call me and let me know when you're in that location, because I have a block on my web page that checks you in and out of each job, believe it or not. When most of you that have a regular 9 to 5, you can't just show up for 2 hours and not put a full day's work in and leave and expect to be paid. I'm pretty lenient, because at least I'll pay you most of the time prior to you getting to the job. But the reason that is because if I hire you off of Craigslist and you live in California and I'm in Ohio, you may be skeptical. Or if I'm in Virginia or wherever I am, because I take my tablet and my laptop and my phone, so I could be anywhere in the country. So I understand there's people that scam me. I just don't want you to scam me, because I'm paying you to do a job. So why would you go take some money or not show up for a job when you're going to get paid for it? That just goes to show me how ignorant you are. And like I say, it will come back on you. I'm a nice guy. Most of you guys that talk to me, I don't do any cursing. No yelling, no screaming. This is just business. I got plenty of that. I just want honest to goodness people. I don't care what color you are, what religion you are. If you say, you know what, I can do that job for you, I'm fine with that. I don't care what age you are. Hey, I've got 12-year-old nephews that can do most of the work that you guys can do. I've done the job before. So when you call me and tell me, oh, this took me too long, well, you didn't follow the proper instruction. Another thing is the pay before I go. I don't mind doing the MoneyGram or the PayPal. Excuse me, the MoneyGram or Western Union. But it would behoove most of you to get some other type of pay, like a PayPal, those other type of pays that you can get to your phone or whatever. You know, they got all these different kind of apps now. Just make sure it's secure. I don't even mind putting money directly into your bank account. I can do that direct deposit. Some of you that can accept credit cards, that's a good thing too. But sometimes if I'm on a job and you're expecting to get paid from me by Western Union or MoneyGram, and if I've been out on the job all day and don't get in until late, you won't get it. So please don't call me, hey, where's my money? You know, I'm out working just like you. And sometimes I am. So once again, people, pay attention to detail because I will not pay you. That's my new policy now. I will not pay you if you don't get it right the first time. Now, I do understand there are some circumstances. The people that just did the last project for me went pretty good. The Joseph A. Bank and the Men's Warehouse. Only a few minor hiccups to where some of the forms weren't filled out. And the ladies, you did a fantastic job. The two ladies I had on the job, great job. Everything went well. Maybe one minor thing that wasn't filled out. And I'm not trying to do a competition between the men and the women. But sometimes the women listen more. They pay more attention to detail. Why is that? I'm not going to get into a battle of the sexes, guys. But anyway, have a good night, good morning, wherever you are. Some of you may be on the West Coast, East Coast, or whatever the case may be. Just remember, let's make this a strong year. I will try to get as much work for you as possible. I'm not going to guarantee that you'll get it every day. But please read the information before you go, to your particular location. My guy that was in Lima, Ohio that did that job, thumbs up. He called me on the phone. He went over the survey form with me even before he got in the store. When he got in the store, he called me. We went over it. That was good. Perfect. Most of these jobs that I get you shouldn't take no more than an hour. So once again, have a good day, good night, whatever the case may be. Let's make it happen in 2017. Goodbye.